Okay, hi. So I am participating in this video challenge that another blogger has created. And I've never made a video before, and I feel like I look really dumb. And also, my hair is weird because I treated myself to a massage today, and there's a lot of massage oil in it. Anyway, there's all these video prompts and questions I have to answer, so I'm going to just read the questions and the answers. And this is probably going to be pretty boring for most people. The first question is, describe the setting in which you lost your virginity, and that's basically a basement on a couch. And that's really all anyone needs to know. The second question is, what is the worst thing a fertile has said to you without thinking? Luckily, nobody has ever said anything all that terrible to me, with or without thinking, so, you know, sort of the typical stop stressing out about it and it'll happen. It's not that bad. Okay, the cast of the Three Amigos: Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, Martin Short. You have to marry one, kill one, and screw one. I will marry Steve Martin, I guess screw Chevy Chase and kill Martin Short, I guess. No, I'm going to kill Chevy Chase and screw Martin Short just because Chevy Chase really annoys me. Where am I located? I live in Alameda, California, which is an island not far from San Francisco, basically. Describe your infertility journey thus far in 10 words or less. So, I guess 2.5 years, and I'm not giving up yet. Leaving out weddings and births, what was one of the best, proudest, or most exhilarating moments of your life? I climbed to the top of a very, very large sand dune in the Sahara after a 5-day camel trek. So it was a really long, hard climb after a really long, hard week, and then it was the most beautiful, amazing thing I ever saw. So I'll go with that. First thing that came to mind. 7. What has been the best part of your infertility journey and why? It's weird to describe any of it as best, but I would say it has definitely strengthened my relationship with my husband. We do pretty well together, but it's kind of been amazing to see how on the same page we've been through this whole process. So that's nice. And also just the support that I've gotten from other family and friends. How do you cope with everyday life while cycling? This blog helps, and otherwise I don't know. I sort of just feel like I don't have a choice but to live everyday life. And I don't know that I always cope that well. So, if you could have anyone be the father of your children or child aside from your current choice, who would it be and why? Anyone? Well, I will pick Paul Rudd, just because he's funny and cute, and I feel like he'd be a good dad. And I would not mind having the sex with him. 10. What is the best advice someone gave you in regard to infertility and treatment? I think the best advice that I have had is just to really not be afraid to take care of myself and do what I need to do. So at times when I'm not feeling great, being able to be okay with that and miss work or miss social engagements in order to take care of myself. Where is the strangest, oh Lord, place you and your husband got it on during your fertile window simply because you had no other choice? I can't actually think of anywhere strange because we've kind of planned our fertile windows very boringly. Also, the only thing I can think of is like a friend's house who might watch this, but probably will not, in Australia at one point a long, long time ago. Give a quick little tour of the room you're currently sitting in. This is my living room. Behind me are some ghosts that I made, which you could see a second ago. Okay, I'm not very good at this. Okay, so there we go. There's my birthday present I just bought my husband, this strange bowling clock thing. The door to the dining room and to the outside. Lord, I'm not very good at this, obviously. Some chairs and some things. Cute built-in bookshelf. Cute built-in bench thing and window. And I do love this window. Oh, in there you can see the ghost better. Okay. What else? What is your number one bad habit? I pick at my lip, and it makes everybody disgusted and crazy, and I will never stop. I try. Doesn't work. What prompted you to blog about your infertility journey? I kind of just wanted a place where people who cared about what was going on could all go and sort of keep up if they wanted to. I didn't want to feel like I was forcing people to read about it, which I sort of felt about posting on Facebook or Twitter. But making a blog just means that people who want to know can know. And it's been good for me to keep track of things, both in terms of actual treatment stuff, but also sort of my emotional response to things. And I think it's been a good way for me to get my feelings out about the process. Outside of the blogging community, do you openly share your story? Yes. The blogging community is sort of something I'm just finding, which has been really nice the last couple of months, but the primary readers of the blog have been family and friends. What is the phrase, comment that people say when they find out about your infertility that completely annoys, upsets, bugs you? Do you correct them on proper etiquette? At this point, people pretty much know. And there's nothing that they tend to say. I mean, that same thing of like, oh, just relax. But, and I do kind of correct them. I usually just say, yeah, that's actually not going to help at this point. And number 17, how do you like to relax? Is kind of a funny question. I read books, I watch TV, I ride my bike, I do puzzles like this one I'm working on, okay, right now. And, you know, eat dinner with friends, boring old person stuff. What are your current TV show obsessions? Grey's Anatomy. I still love Gossip Girl. I just started watching Nashville and Heart of Dixie, and I like them both. The New Girl. I don't know, I watch too much TV. America's Next Top Model. If you had to choose between never having an orgasm again or never being able to hear another note of music, a song, singing, or anything involving a musical instrument or melody, which choice would you pick? I would pick to continue hearing music. Sing one line or verse or say from the song you first danced to at your wedding. It will be fun to guess what it is. I didn't actually really have a wedding, so we didn't have a first dance. Sorry. Boring answer. What do you do for fun or in your spare time? Kind of the same thing I said for how I like to relax. I just kind of hang out. I like to travel a lot. Haven't been able to do much of that lately. If you were to take the Myers-Briggs test, what personality would you be? I I'm an INJF, I think. What is your favorite thing to drink? Red wine. If you were at Hogwarts, okay, I never read or watched Harry Potter, so I plead the fifth on the Hogwarts question. Out of all the most awesome songs that contain a female's name in the title, which is your favorite? Right now, Ada, which is a song by The National, which is a band that I love a lot. If you could travel to anywhere in the world for a month-long holiday now, where would you go and why? For a month-long holiday now, I feel like I would do something, maybe India. It's a place I'd like to spend some time that I haven't been to yet. That would definitely fill a month. Okay. What was the very first physical thing you noticed or were attracted to in your husband? I knew him for quite a while before we actually got together, and I do remember one day walking down the street behind him and noticing that he had kind of a cute butt and being disturbed by that thought. So I guess that was the first. Which quality in your husband, partner, do you find most attractive years into your relationship? I don't know if it means physical or, I'm going to assume not, since it doesn't say physical. So I would say he's just very, what's the right word? He's just very trustworthy. I know that I can believe what he says, and I have complete faith that we're okay at all times. If you were a pickle in a pickle jar, where in the jar would you want to be and why? I would like to be on the edge so that I was a little less claustrophobic and so that I could see the outside world. What is your dream profession and is it your current job? Yeah, I think it is. I'm a librarian, and I can't really think of anything I would like to do more or would be better at, so I'm going to go with yeah. Are you now who you thought you'd grow up to be? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think I thought I'd grow up to be a librarian or live in San Francisco, like those kind of specifics, but in terms of the person I am, I think I'm pretty close to who I thought I would be. Piercings or tattoos you're willing to show us? Sure. My ears, my nose, which is teeny tiny, you probably can't see it on here. I have a tattoo on the back of my neck, which is a Dewey Decimal number that it's probably hard for me to show you. Pardon me while I strip. And then I have this giant one on my arm, which is the Bay Bridge and a tree and some of the things from the port in Oakland. So there we go. They're all in showable places. And if you could take a peek at what your life will be like 5 years into the future, would you? I think no. What do you know now that you wish you knew before you started trying to conceive? I don't know that there's anything I would have wanted to know then. I mean, I still don't know how long it's going to take. And maybe that would be nice to know. And maybe that would have been nice to know then, that, you know, this is going to be a long journey. But in terms of what I know now, I think I'll keep my past self ignorant. What is your occupation and do you love it or hate it? I think we already said that. I'm a librarian and I love it. Do you have any weird talents? Crossing eyes, being able to recite the alphabet backwards. I make a crazy fish face. It looks like this. I'm a very, very talented lady. Okay, and then there was I thought something, oh yeah, I am American, so the blogger challenge requests that I say cut in half cereal bowl and cinnamon grams. I don't know why. And I believe that that is all, so this was silly. For those of you who are looking for something more interesting, I am going to make an actual blog post that is not this video a little bit later. Okay, bye.